Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundations of the NFL as we know it. This isn't just another rumor. This is a massive, exclusive scoop that could redefine the entire landscape of the league in the coming days. I've got sources deep within the front offices, whispers from the highest levels of NFL power, and confidential intel that's so explosive, you'll want to hold onto your seat. What I'm about to reveal is the kind of news that could bring down walls, ignite rival teams' worst nightmares, and leave players, coaches, and fans breathless. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about a simple trade. No, no, no. This is about a player so elite, so absolutely game-changing, that his move alone could tilt the AFC North, reshape playoff predictions, and set a new standard for what it means to be a superstar in today's NFL. It's about an athlete who, until recently, was considered untouchable, living in the upper echelons of NFL freelancing power. Yet now, everything is shifting. Let me tell you, my sources just confirmed something huge, something so clandestine, so heated that the entire league is holding its breath. Phones are ringing off the hook, front offices, agents, NFL insiders, all dialed into a web of encrypted calls and secret meetings. The atmosphere is electric. No one wants to be caught off guard when the bomb drops. Imagine the chaos if this deal goes through. Imagine the headlines, the debates, the shockwaves rippling through the NFL community. And the best part? The real story has yet to be fully uncovered. Keep watching because what I'm about to lay out is just the tip of the iceberg. But trust me, you don't want to blink. You don't want to miss this. Now, before we go any further, I need your full attention. If you're serious about staying ahead of the curve, if you're ready for the truth that no one else is talking about, then hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and activate that notification bell now. This isn't for casual fans. This is for those who see the league differently. Those who know there's a battle raging behind the scenes, and the next 48 hours will be crucial. Because if this secret leaks into the wrong hands, if this deal gets sealed before you hear it here, the NFL's entire landscape could change overnight. This is your inside scoop, your front row seat to what might just be the biggest blockbuster trade in NFL history. And what's even more shocking, there's a narrative behind this move that goes far beyond the player itself. It's about strategy, legacy, power, and a quiet war for dominance that has been simmering for months. You think you understand the NFL? Think again. This is something they don't want you to see coming. But I'm here to pull back the curtain, and what I reveal next will leave you stunned. But hold tight, because this is just the beginning. The story gets even more intense. Now let's set the stage. Picture Cleveland. A team desperate to reclaim its former glory after a brutal 2025 season that saw them finish 5-12. An utter nightmare for fans who remember when they were divisional contenders, when the dog pound roared with purpose. The Browns have been searching, recruiting, evaluating, signing, and yet something's missing. That missing piece, the one that elevates a team from playoff hopeful to legitimate contender, has eluded them for years. And it's not just about a quarterback or a receiver or a new coach. Nope, it's about a cornerstone, a game changer, a leader on defense, and behind closed doors. They've been fighting tooth and nail, conducting secret meetings on private jets, encrypted conference calls at midnight, and covert visits to elite training facilities. Cleveland's brass, led by GM Andrew Berry and a new coaching staff under Todd Monken, has been scouring the league's marketplace with laser focus. They've been eyeing a specific player, someone so vital, so disruptive, that his acquisition could turn the tide of their entire franchise. But here's the twist. This isn't just about filling a roster spot. This is about making a statement, about sending a message to the NFL that Cleveland is back, and they're willing to go to war for it. Every move they make, every dollar spent, every call made, is part of an intricate chess game that only a few insiders fully understand. And then they found HIM. Yes, the player who could tip the scales for the Browns, the player who until recently was considered a franchise cornerstone for another team, one of the NFL's most competitive, most aggressive defenses. Now I can finally reveal him. I'm speaking of none other than Devin White. Yes, Devin White, one of the most electrifying linebackers in the league, a player whose name has been whispered in NFL circles as a potential game changer for years. And I know what you're thinking. Wait, Devin White. Isn't he still with the Colts? Well, hold on, because everything you thought you knew is about to be turned upside down. Let me break down Devin White's current stats, because this isn't just hype. This is cold, hard evidence of his elite status. In 2025, after a roller coaster 2024 where injuries and team chaos hampered his production, White came roaring back. He registered a career-high 174 tackles. Yes, you heard that right. 174 tackles in 17 games, making him the third highest tackler in the entire NFL. Only Jordan Brooks and Jack Campbell topped him. That's the kind of production that screams elite. His solo tackles, 95. Alone, he's a nightmare for offenses. Sacks, 2.5, but don't let the number fool you, White is more than just a pass rusher. He's a disruptor, a playmaker who can annihilate the run game and set the tone for a defense. And here's the kicker, his versatility. He's not just a thumper, he's a coverage beast with 3 passes defensed and an interception to his name. The kind of player who can do it all, a linebacker who epitomizes the modern NFL hybrid threat. His resume? It boasts a Super Bowl LV ring with Tampa Bay, earned in 2020, and multiple Pro Bowl nods. His 2020 second-team All-Pro selection was proof that he belongs among the league's best. And in 2025, his resurgence with the Raiders caught everyone's attention, setting franchise record for tackles in a season, a clear statement that White is back, and better than ever. Why does this matter for Cleveland? Because they're desperately seeking a defensive anchor, a player who can lead, disrupt, and elevate the entire unit. White's aggressive style, combined with his speed and football IQ, makes him the perfect piece to build around. And with his contract situation, just a one-year deal worth $1.17 million last year, he's a bargain waiting to be exploited in a blockbuster trade. Imagine a linebacker core now anchored by Devin White, flying across the field with reckless abandon, terrifying offenses. Think about the impact on the AFC North, with teams like Pittsburgh and Baltimore already shaking in their boots. Cleveland, once the laughingstock, suddenly becomes a nightmare scenario for every QB. And the rumors. They're swirling. NFL insiders, rival teams, even some league legends, are whispering about a deal so colossal it might realign the league's power structure overnight. Could the Browns really pull it off? Are they willing to go all in for a player like White? You bet they are. Now here's where it gets even more intense. Behind the scenes, the NFL's top executives, those who control the league's future, are paying close attention. Sources tell me that league officials see White as a missing piece in Cleveland's puzzle, a player capable of transforming the franchise from perennial underdog to AFC powerhouse. And let me tell you, there's more to this story. The race is on. Rival teams are trying to block this deal, throwing last-minute counteroffers, making offers so tempting, so lucrative, that Cleveland's front office has to weigh every move with surgical precision. It's a chess match happening right now, one that only the most connected insiders fully understand. And the fallout? Pure chaos. NFL authority figures have reportedly given silent nods to this trade, viewing it as a strategic move to reshape the AFC landscape. The financial implications are staggering. Massive incentives, crazy bonus clauses, and incentives that hinge on White's performance. Bonuses so insane they've become the stuff of league legend. Even more astonishing, the coach's reaction. Todd Monken, a man known for his offensive genius, is reportedly ecstatic about adding a linebacker of White's caliber. He's a difference maker, sources say. Monken confided in close confidants. He changes everything. If we get him, it's a game changer for the locker room, the defense, the future of the franchise. And perhaps what's most shocking, the logistics. The deal is in advanced stages. Negotiations have been ongoing for days, with high-stakes calls happening under the cover of darkness. The financial strategy. To make it work, Cleveland might have to part ways with veteran players, clear cap space, and invest heavily in this new era of dominance. But the payoff? It's measured in championships, in legacy and respect. So buckle up, because what's happening behind the scenes right now is nothing short of revolutionary. Devin White, an absolute superstar, could soon be donning the orange and brown, leading Cleveland's charge back into relevance. And once this deal is sealed, the NFL will never be the same. But hold tight, because this story is far from over. There's more, much more. The next chapter is about to unfold, and you won't believe what's coming next. Remember this moment. Because in the next 48 hours, everything changes, and you're witnessing the inside truth live. This isn't just a rumor. This is the game's new reality, and you heard it here first. Stay tuned, stay sharp, because the NFL's biggest secret is about to explode into the open. And when it does, you'll know exactly why everyone's talking about the Cleveland Browns and the player who's about to rewrite NFL history. The future of the league is being rewritten right now, and the name of that superstar, Devin White. And trust me, once you see how this unfolds, you'll realize this is bigger than anyone ever imagined.